This is my video, my pre-deployment to Afghanistan. This all started back in January of '08 roundabouts. Within about the first 3 months, had a physical. I went up to the Niagara Falls Air Force Base. Had to get a full onslaught of physicals: the ears, the hearing, the sight, dental work, and so on. If we had dental work to be done, it had to be done while you're up there. Whether you had one tooth to be pulled out, two teeth to be pulled out, three teeth to be pulled out, it didn't matter. Dental work and your well-being before you get deployed is extremely, extremely important. There's background checks, police checks, you name, through the FBI database, through local, state, and federal. It all has to be done. Once all this comes back, and everything is done to military standards, you're then processed through, sent a whole pile and ton of paperwork. Once it's all done, there's a set time when you are sworn into the United States military. For like the first 3 months, it was all like normal, everyday weekend stuff at the drill hall. Anything from drill ceremony, some PT when it's required, and there was a couple of physical fitness tests, which is common in the military. You have to at least pass one once every 6 months. So at the end of the third month, we're all like called in for an extra weekend, which then found out that I was getting deployed to Afghanistan. The first 40 to 60 days, I think it was upwards of 70 days, was spent down in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, for the pre-deployment. More physical fitness, more drill ceremonies, weapons of all sorts, combat scenarios, urban warfare scenarios, shoot houses, dry fire, and actual live fire, which this is all very, very important and key before your deployment. Once these days are all completed, we all hopped up on a plane. Once we got touched down, I believe it was in Kuwait City, we then swiped our ID cards in Kuwait City, and that's when we started getting our combat pay, hazardous pay, and such. I spent only a couple days over there, then we touched down at Camp Phoenix. Were issued weapons, body armor, and such. Only there for about maybe a week or so. Then touched down over in Kandahar province, where I was for approximately 6 months, doing gate guard at the front, tower duty, for it was about 6 months. And then for the last 4 months, went up to Arkansas, Zabul province, where I bunked up with the Special Forces. I was on a police mentoring team where we trained the Afghan National Police on house-to-house searches and other search techniques. We went on a lot of missions out there with the Special Forces, and we usually come on a direct fire because Special Forces usually goes out and looks for that. So in closing, we learned a lot from up there, met a lot of good people up there, and everybody came back in one piece from up there. I earned a combat action badge. I earned a Special Forces badge from being bunked up with Special Forces and going off for mission with them. There's guidelines, obviously, because not anybody can wear a Special Forces patch. So in closing, I learned a lot from my deployment. I'm glad to be home. And this is my video on my pre-deployment Afghanistan. Have a nice day.